Hi everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I'm here for my series of cards, but instead of doing the using your scrap the same way as I usually do, I figured I was going to make some birthday cards because I'm running out of birthday cards. I haven't been making a lot of cards recently that pertain to birthdays and stuff, and if you follow my channel you saw that usually my cards would be 6x6, but I haven't been making a lot of those because I've been doing a lot of mixed media. So therefore I need some birthday cards, and I figured this would be a great opportunity, plus it might be a bit different so that maybe some of you guys would like this. One of the things that I haven't been using and that I've been ordering and that I've got a lot of is toppers from Canva, and those are sheets that you can purchase and that already have images. Okay, so basically it's the same type of stuff as if you're using a pre-made card and you decide that that's what you want to do, but you can also use toppers like these. So when some of my friends destash, I purchased a bunch of them. Now it's all very nice that I did, but I haven't been using them, and so I figured this would be a great opportunity to do so, just because it's an easier way using a topper or using a card base that already exists, and it might give you guys some ideas, and it could be any type of image basically that you use. I have the toppers, so I might as well use them, but if you don't, you can use all kinds of other material as well. So I wanted to start off with these papers that somebody had sent me and that are in my stash, and so I just figured I would use those first. And I have some card base that I purchased at Value Village, and so there's 50 cards that are already pre-made, and I thought those would be a good size. I know that some of the toppers won't fit, but it doesn't matter. We can work around that. I can use the toppers on something else afterwards, and that is just that. Okay, so I will be starting the timer. I've only got 27 minutes because I've already I accidentally pushed a button, but we will see where it takes us anyway. So yeah, I know some of you guys don't like the timer, some of you do. I like it because first of all it gives me a time limit for my YouTube videos. It's convenient because it takes forever to load them when they're too long, and I know some of you prefer shorter videos, some of you prefer longer. Anyway, that is for the card making that I want to do. I don't want to be spending hours on this, and anyway, I feel like I'm battling on now, but I feel like I'm being repetitive, and I want you guys to let me know if you think that I am, and if you want me to change stuff up. But I figured that doing this today would be changing a bit this stuff. Okay, so let's get this started. So yeah, so the first thing obviously when you get those cards is to fold them. You just fold a few. I like using my bone folder for this just because it makes a nice fold, and I usually stamp on the back afterwards my Crafty Vicky stamps, because that's somebody gave Erin, my friend Erin gave that to me, and I love using it. Okay, so here we go. So if I start off with the first piece of paper that's on my pile, let's do it that way. And I like to layer stuff up, but this is pretty cool already because the color combination is pretty awesome. So I'm not sure that I would layer it more than that. Let's find an image that would fit on there. I don't know about the cards. I don't have a lot of masculine cards, so that'd be useful, and that's the reason why I had purchased this thing. Oh, and look, they give you some paper to go with it, I guess. Okay, so these are slipping and sliding. I'm gonna just put them in a drawer beside me. Okay, so I was thinking maybe I can use one of the sports car in the blue. So those toppers are pretty cool because you can just kind of pop them off, kind of like that. Some of them you can actually layer and make kind of 3D effect. I've done that before, but I don't want to do it this time. Okay, so it's kind of cute, but it's kind of getting lost. Now there's a big one on this sheet with a border. Already see that's better. Now I think one of the things that's bugging me is the fact that I don't have the size done. Oh, by the way, I set up a wish list on Amazon.com, and on there I have put some of my favorite things, including links to this guillotine. I get a lot of people asking about it, so figured it might be useful for you guys to have a place where you can find it. And so I'll try to remember to put in the description box below the link to that. Okay, so it's easier to see if I like it or not. The colors kind of fit. I need to have a sentiment because it's birthday related, and there's a topper on there that's already says have a turbocharged birthday, but I'm not liking the black and white like that. I also have some sentiments that say happy birthday in French. The different ones. This one. I chose that one. Maybe I can kind of center it. So, got the small birthday, and now I just want to find a piece of paper that's going to fit with this. Got a darker blue, but that's not quite what I want. Do I have my pile of scrap as well here. I have this grayish. Not quite the one either. Too blue. This might be cool. So let's try that one out. Something like this. That could work. I'm thinking now that I'd like to edge it because, I don't know, I find that it's missing a little bit of something. I might edge the blue as well. I wonder. Now it's my mixed media side that's coming out. This is metallic marker. Where's my black? Oh, I just bought myself a Faber-Castell to go in this room, so let's pull that out and use that. So So you can use any black marker that you have to do this. So this kind of pops it off a bit. And I'm thinking this is going to help as well. And if not, I can always punch a circle in a bigger size. And use that. I think that's a cute one. I'm awful at guide cards. I'm really, those are not my favorite cards to make at all. But it's okay. Thing is, we have to kind of have some of those because there are guide birthdays. So okay, so that I think is cute. So that's one then. Now I was looking at this and it's already almost the size of that. I kind of like that. I want to put it on a darker gray. I still have a big sheet of that gray. I have the small one. Oh, I think we've got a winner. In this case, I'm going to cover up the entire card. Like that. Isn't that pretty? And I'm not sure I'm going to put any sentiment on it. I think I'm just going to leave it blank. Because it could be a thinking of you card because they kind of look like they're friends. So, I don't know. And horses are pretty and they can be used for both women and men. And this is a type of card that I don't make, so as I said, this is helping me use up the stuff that I have and I wouldn't use otherwise. So that's another one done. Okay, so we still have one piece of that left. What can I use on it? I'm not sure that I want to use another one of the cars. I do have this here, which I don't, might be pretty. Let's check out. Strange because it looks bluish through but it's still bluish when you pull it out. Okay, so I don't really know what all those folds are for. says torn edge topper. Sorry. So what is that supposed to do? You're supposed to do this with it? Or just cut around it? I don't really know, so I'll just cut right along it. I guess I'm gonna have to research what those were for. Or some of you might know and you're gonna be putting in the comments. I always appreciate when you do that, folks, because well, I don't, there's certain things I have no clue about. Actually, a lot of things I have no clue about, but this is one of them. So this is awful rounding corners. Talk about bad. So let's try to see if I can, I won't even be able to fix it with this. I did an awful job on here. It's gonna bug me. So let's do that. Now can I chop it? Yeah. That's better. Somehow I find that it looks crooked. Well, it's because it is. That would explain why it looked crooked. Yeah, it just looks crooked, but it's not anymore. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, so what can I use under this? It's too gray. I'm not liking that. Need some sort of blue paper. I've got my bin of scraps here. Blue or gray, but it would have to be a very pale gray. So let's see what I have. Like something like that would have worked. But of course it's cut. What else? What else? Maybe something like this. I don't know. What else? No. Not like that blue. Might actually end up just picking some other cardstock that I have. See if I can't find anything that I like with this. Trying to limit myself to using my scraps because of the fact that I have so much, but it doesn't always make it easy. Okay, so I'm liking this better. Now, I wonder Okay, so I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna work or if I'm gonna have more trouble afterwards. But when I make cards and I use dies, then I can cut from the center of my card, because of the fact that I'm gonna be layering on top. So if I'm layering, I'll be layering like this. Okay, so that, and then I need something that's just going to be a tad bigger than this, but not too big, because it's not gonna work with what's underneath it. I'm not gonna be able to see it. So what about that? This, I guess, would work. I'm gonna have to be extremely careful to fit it in the frame if I don't want it to show. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to mark this and align it within there. Okay, so this by the way is Wonky Rectangles from Spellbinders. It's one of the first sets of dies that I've used. I used to purchase a lot of Spellbinders. I love those dies. Okay, so I need to be aligned within the frame, so otherwise I'm gonna have trouble later on. Hopefully this works. Crossing my fingers that my measurements were good, because I don't do a lot of measurements, as you know. And one of the reasons I don't is because even if I measure, I often end up being off mark, so I kind of find that it's kind of useless for me. Okay, so this would be like so, and then have this here. Oh, it worked. And then that here, and then this. So like this. I like that. Now I just need some sort of sentiment to go with that. Maybe a happy birthday. I have another one here that's small. This would be a good birthday card for an older lady. One that doesn't like my, you know, my sarcastic or weird cards. I'm thinking of my grandmother, who's gonna turn 100 next year. This would be the type of card that I think she would like. Okay, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna use, if I can, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Okay, but that's okay, because I have some more of that gray paper in here, and I can use that. It's hard to punch when you're sitting down. Okay, so here we go. And then this and that. I like that, but I would like it even better if I had some silver on this. And I do have some silver paper. These are cardboards that you can purchase at your dollar stores, and they're for presentation board purpose. And so I purchased a set to try it out, and I'm really loving it. And it's very cheap, so I highly suggest it if you like making cards and stuff, and you don't want to be spending a fortune on cardstock. Okay, really, it's gonna give me a trouble just because of that small. So let's just remove the card. Cut the rest of the little piece of paper manually. I don't want to get up and get my other big guillotine because I have a bigger one, but I want to get it. Okay, so please go back in. Okay, so, and where's my other cut? So here. So this is typically more of the type of card that I make, and a lot more layering, except that usually I color images. So you'll see that I don't make as many cards as I make when I'm using scraps and tiny little bits of paper. It takes me a lot longer. Okay. I'm liking that a whole lot better. I think it really makes it pop. Yeah, so this is how it's gonna go. The sentiments that I'm using here is from Create with TLC, and she has a bunch of freebies all the time, and of digital sentiments and stuff, and a lot of them are great, and you can download them. Usually she has one per day, and all she asks in return is thank yous. So she also has a store, and you can buy sets there, and they're very cheap. So I highly suggest that you go and check her out if you don't know her already. And you might want to, I'm going to try to remember as well to link in the description box below the link to that, her blog, so where you can find those images. Actually, yeah, she has vintage images as well as some sentiments and stuff. And so when you're looking for images, that is a great way as well. And there's Graphic Fairy as well that does free images for you, and they also have a membership club, and part of the membership club gives you access to a whole lot more images and really great stuff. So that's another card done. I'm liking how it turned out. It wasn't a hard one, but I like it. But I would really like to use up that paper. That one would be good with the blue. And it kind of fits perfectly on the card. I had probably cut this already, or maybe not, I don't know. But it just like really fits. It's just this tiny little edge that I need to remove. Very tiny. So let me finish this off. Okay, so I started it again. That's what happens. I press too hard and it's just it starts again. So I'm kind of happy because I'll have used 2 big images like this. Now I still have a bunch of toppers. What I should probably do is I was trying to use up those papers, but I'm just grabbed a few stack of toppers, but next time around I think I'm gonna try to find papers that are gonna match with it first, or maybe I should have started with another color. Anyway, too late now, but I'm kind of happy with the cards I made. They're a different style from what I usually do. I hope that it inspires you. As you can see, you can cut the paper underneath, you can do all sorts of things, and you can just have fun with the images that you find. And those cards are quite easy to find as well, or to make your own. Those are the ones that are actually 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So just the perfect size so that it doesn't cost you a fortune to mail out. Okay, so looking forward to reading your comments and knowing if you like this, if you want me to continue doing this. I love suggestions, so go ahead folks, please give me some. Bye!